Hey everybody, I'm literally like 20 minutes earlier than when I scheduled it. And I'm gonna go ahead and say I apologize ahead of time, but I am literally getting over probably one of the worst sicknesses I've had in I can't even tell you how long. Since I had pneumonia like 6 or 7 years ago. It's been ridiculous. Like I got some crazy eye junk going on and I look like crap. But I was just gonna hold off until tomorrow. But we got great news. Well, we got bittersweet news. Let me say that. And I don't want to take away from the family or to the dedicated people. Now, me and many others covered this case with Orrin and Orson in the beginning. But let me make a huge distinction, at least for myself. From day one, there was a group of YouTubers. There was the family. There were people, contributors that were contributed to these billboards for 15 months. These billboards for these babies stayed up in California, right? People paid this money. They continuously outside of the house looking, searching on their own. And I know it's bittersweet for them. I know it's bittersweet for them. I know it's bittersweet for the family. And but I'm telling you, man, I'm so grateful that these pieces of shit will not get away with this. There's probably not any, well, I know, I'm sure there was some support for them, you know, and it is funny now when I think back about the West and everything, the case as it was, in real time transpiring, there are some similarities as far as the outpouring of support and the protesting and things like that. Um, there are some parallels with the Summer Wells case as far as that's concerned, and people just becoming so, and there was an issue early on with the local police. There was a lot. I'm not going to go into all of it, but it was a lot. It was a lot to see unfold in real time. But God is so good and so big. And how many cases are we going to see like this? Susan Morphew, a year. Prayerfully, praise God, we will get a conviction in that case. But sometimes these cases take long. Just Justo Smoker, Stoltzfus, Linda Stoltzfus in Pennsylvania. What's another one? Some of these cases they just take longer. Larry Malete, they got him. So there was another one that I was thinking about earlier, and it's about the same timeline. Sometimes they just takes longer. So let me go there and say hello. Hey Kara. Hey, good day. Hey AFC. Hey Toxic. Kathy, hello. Shar, hello. Yeah, good to see you too, AFC. Man, I've been so sick, man. So sick. Terry Rice, AP, Miranda, hello. Man, I miss my people. What's up, Char the Great? God, I miss seeing y'all. It's been, I'm telling you, man, I don't know what even the ER doctor was like, oh, ma'am, I'm sorry you have COVID, but 3 tests, 2 home tests, 1 hospital test, all negative. So praise God, it was not the dreaded COVID, but it must have been the flu. So I don't know. It kicked my ass. It definitely kicked my ass. But I'm back. And I'm taking on a little babysitting gig during the day. And just because, even though I'm a housewife, I still like to bring my own little sources of my own income. So anyways, enough about that. So let's hop into this. And I do have another story I wanted to talk about. This baby, he gets put in a freezer. I literally was just looking into it last night. And if y'all wanted to, I was going to play, I at least have it pulled up, the new Candy Wells, grandmother, she speaks, which is good. I'm not going to lose my mind over it. They have a missing loved one. They need to be speaking if they want to, right? So I'm sorry, hold on. Well, there we go. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay. Hey, Chris, what's up, man? We got it. Well, I keep saying we, but, yeah, y'all please go check out Chris Thorne's and AFC, but Chris has been covering the West Babies, from the beginning. AFC's covered them. And like I said, I do not want to minimize, hey, Riley. I don't want to minimize what everybody's going through if they're in California City, because I'm telling you, people have been really, literally, every week, every month on the ground. Like, hold on, my heat's killing me. Sorry, y'all. I'm still trying to get over this sickness. Hey, Sarah Beth, welcome, baby. Yeah, please make sure y'all please go sub up and show some support for our child advocates, Chris Thorne's AFC podcast. Man, they're out there doing it. Shalom Nine, hello, good morning. Finally something, yes, finally something. All right, so let's look into it. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Sorry for those with earbuds. I swear, I'm just trying to get over this sickness. It has been a long time coming, man. And how about they got these whole pieces of shit in a damn rolling camper, buddy? That, like, they were doing it. I haven't I just been looking. Yes, actually in the description I have a playlist. Really and truly, the Orrin and Orson West case, classic and sincere. That's really the case where my channel where I got a lot of subscribers, because I have some pretty high views on some of those videos. And not only that, like, it never made sense. These parents are insane. Like, the adoptive parents were crazy. Like, nothing made sense. Off the rip, their family dropped $100K off the rip for reward. And I always thought it's an awful lot of money not to have any idea of what happened. You know what I mean? I don't know. Hey, Mississippi Granny. Also, Mississippi Granny, she has a channel and she covers missing babies. So please go sub up to her. From mine, I think that's about all she does is cover missing babies. So please go sub up to her. What's up, Cat Eyes? Hello. Jenny Lou, hello. AP, hey, gorgeous. All right, so let's hop into some of these. Let me see. Let's hop into what I got pulled up. Hey, sweet Melissa. Hey, baby. So let's see. Well, I got one. Okay, I want to pull up one that I did have set up. Give me half a second. I had to go to YouTube and pull it up. I was watching it earlier. Okay, let me see. Watch later. And then I'll go into the articles that I got. If y'all wanted to, let me see. Heck, no, maybe I didn't put it in the watch later. Maybe I put it in the history. I thought I did. Y'all just give me a second. I'm trying to get back to, my brain's still pretty foggy. I don't know why that is, but let me see. There we go. Here we go.
Orson and Orrin were on the back patio. News indicate.
All right, let me share my screen. Let me hop back over here to y'all. Okay. Anybody just coming in, welcome. Yeah, I think Miranda's the one that showed me Granny's page, Mississippi Granny. Okay.
Case of those two little California City boys now missing more than 13 months. Trezell West, the adoptive father of those two boys, has just been indicted on 2 counts of second-degree murder and 2 counts of child cruelty and the false report of an emergency. With these arrests and charges comes official confirmation of the worst fears of thousands of people who have been hoping and praying for Orson and Orrin West, just 3 and 4 years old when they disappeared at Christmas time from their home in California City in 2020. The indictment came late this afternoon. As of right now, West is not in custody. There are no charges filed against Jacqueline West, Trezell West's.
Oh, okay. Well, that's changed. I must have put up the wrong one, but they're both charged. They both have willful cruelty to children, 2 second-degree murder charges, and falsely reporting an emergency, which is a misdemeanor. But they each have the same charges. I'm going to show y'all I think there's a couple different, I think it's LV United We Stand. They were on scene. I'm going to show you a little bit of that because I don't want to get into too, he is in custody. They're both in custody, sweet Melissa. They were both arrested last night. And they should be. Valerie, welcome to the stream. Sorry about that, y'all. Valerie, welcome to the stream. I don't know yet if they have found the boys. Now, for them to charge them that way, they would have to believe that they have enough evidence to say they're dead. I don't know about remains or anything like that. I know something broke. What did they say? It was a twist in the case or something, if you will. But no, these two were arrested. Not sure about remains or anything. They're both supposed to be in court this morning at some point. So those of y'all that are always following, got your little eyes open, let me know if while we're live. Winchell was standing there. He looks like he's trying. Yeah, he's something. I'm telling you, that was one of the weirdest interviews I've ever seen with parents, ever. Yeah, it's very sad. And like I say, I don't want to take away from the people. Like, it's very bittersweet, and there was a lot of people that believed that they were sold into trafficking. So that hope, that potential that they're still alive was, I would say probably pretty prevalent in a lot of the people, from day one. I mean, it really was a theory that was going around pretty good. And another reason why is because Trezell himself took an interest in child trafficking, took an interest, and he knew an awful lot about conspiracies and harvesting of organs, things like that. He talked about a lot of this stuff with his ex realtor agent, or the lady that's on the house. Who was that? Annie from 10 to Life. And I'm wanting to think also Chris Thorns had spoke with this lady as well. So good nuggets of information. I want a huge shout out to Duty Ron and his community for help facilitating them billboards staying up. 15 months. And let's see, it's so odd 2 children to be killed and not all 6. Well, I think in one of the videos I did too, you can see the kids from the neighbors' porch cam. You can see all the kids getting in the vehicle. There was only 4 kids that got in that damn vehicle, and they were never seen again. Man, there was just so much weird about this case. But that interview, that was it for me. The interview that these two did, that was it for me. It's crazy, but he did know a lot about it. So I feel like in the back of a lot of people's minds, there was still that huge hope that maybe they were just trafficked to a family for money. And like I said, off the rip, his family put up $100K. His brother has some dealings. I don't want to say anything wrong. He has some dealings. Let me not go there. He does have some dealings with a big organization. I don't want to say anything incorrectly. So, and there was this, the medium, his family would take this news outlet and they would release statements there. Wanda West has come out and said all kind of stuff, and then, this, that, and other. And, now looking at it, Heffa, it looks like you have some cover. You were covering up for something. But guess what? Maybe she was just believing her child. I don't know. To me, he looks sketch. Maybe she don't, maybe she's one of them moms, that will just enable to the death. I don't know. There's so much unanswered. Okay, let me see. They must know enough to charge them for murder. Exactly. Here's where I was thinking too. It is a sick world we live in. I was also thinking that starts and ends in P's and located in DC. Yes. Oh, okay. For some reason I was thinking it was Black Lives Matter, but I wasn't sure. But it is in DC. So NAACP, which is fine. No problem. I mean, them are, good organizations. They like everything else, they have their good and bad. But I know that he was connected to that, to a big organization. I just wasn't for sure which one. Hell, I lost my train of thought. All right, so let's jump into this. Well, let this finish out. can hardly wait for a press conference. I know. I want to see. I mean, they should be in court right now. And I'm going to show y'all the little footage that LV United We Stand caught with them in the little rolling. I want to call it a rolling meth lab, but I doubt they were cooking meth in there. But when I see vehicles like that, that's what it makes me think of.
Wife and the adoptive mother of the missing boys. Here are some notes that we have gathered today. The boys, again, Orson and Orrin West, they were 3 and 4 years old when they were reported missing. They would be 4 and 5 years old now. The boys first were reported missing at about 5:45 p.m., December 21st of 2020. The boys' adoptive parents are Trezell Philip West and 35 years of age, and Jacqueline Gabriel Vasquez West, 32. The adoptive parents told reporters they were with Orrin and Orson at the family home in California City on that chilly winter afternoon. It was Monday, 4 days before Christmas. Jacqueline West said she was wrapping presents. Trezell said he was building a fire in the home's fireplace.
I mean, right down to their story, it never made sense. Oh, well, we're a wholesome family. We're a wholesome family. Mom's in there wrapping the gifts before Christmas. I'm the man. I'm chopping wood for our Christmas fire. Pieces of shit.
Parents said Orson and Orrin were on the back patio drawing with chalk. Trezell West said he accidentally left the backyard gate open when he stepped outside of the yard to gather firewood. The West said the boys must have slipped out of the yard through the open gate. It was just before 5 p.m. in the evening. Trezell said he immediately realized the boys were gone. He said he searched the house's large backyard for them. He said he and his wife searched the house and said he got in the family van and started searching the neighborhood, calling their names and asking neighbors if they had seen the boys.
I want to say this too, and it may absolutely not mean anything. What's up, Bia? What's up, Croco? It may absolutely, Kara, I'm not sure. I don't know about that, hon. Hey, Kara. Hellfire, what was I going to say? Crap, I totally lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. And it literally may not mean anything. But he also was like, we need to check the neighbors' houses. He also said that. We need to check the neighbors' houses. We want to check everybody. You know, somebody else has said that too. I have no clue what's going on with the Wells case, but I tell you right now, watching this one unfold in real time, there are similarities as far as, now I'm not talking about in the end result, and they've been charged. I don't mean that. I'm completely not convinced either way about the Wells family as far as their guilt or innocence for their child. I literally have no clue. But I definitely know Trezell was like, we need to check the neighbors. We need to check the neighbor's house. And they have him on camera. He went around, like he stayed up on a fucking tree posted up. He did not look for these kids, man. He did not look. I mean, he was saying all this shit, but the evidence, the little evidence that was out there, he did not add up. And in my heart of hearts, I feel like these kids have been gone from this earth a long time, way before they were even reported missing. Let's see. I'm not familiar on this story. So they found the baby's bodies. No Liberty, and welcome to the stream. We don't know about the children's remains. These two parents, the babies have been missing 15 months. These are adoptive parents. There was 6 kids. 2 of them, Orrin and Orson West, none of the kids belonged to either one of them. They were adoptive parents. They were raking in a ton of money for these babies a month. A shit ton. And I'm wanting to think that one of the babies had a disability, which would give them more money. I may be confusing 2 cases together. No bodies were found. Yeah, but they have enough evidence to suggest that the babies are deceased. They charged them both with second-degree murder, willful cruelty, to a child and filing a false emergency. Now, the reason I guarantee you why they got them false emergencies is because guess what? This family's got money. In that town, between Bakersville and California City, they have spent a lot of taxpayers' dollars searching for these babies. Probably not a lot. And I mean, there was long periods of time where nothing was happening as far as law enforcement, visibly. I don't mean behind the scenes. I mean visibly, searches, things of that nature. I know at some point, California City lost control and Bakersfield took over the case. 3 weeks ago, California City chief, he resigned. So, I mean, a lot happened. Hey, TT, welcome. The day the West reported the boys missing was staged. I think that's why the other children went for a visit with the family. Exactly. Because I'm telling you, just like I was saying in that video, you see them kids. It's only 4 kids, man. It's not 6 kids. Nobody's holding a kid. It's only 4 kids. Because the 19th is when they went on the outing, the shopping outing, if memory serves. The report was either filed on the 21st or the 23rd. I always get the days confused, but I know the shopping trip just happened a few days before. I'm almost positive it was December 21st, 2020. But I could have my days off. I do that from time to time. So they were living in a camper. I'm going to show that in just a second. Let's get through this. I'm yapping, man. I'm very happy that justice is on the way for these babies because I mean, they didn't even have sufficient pictures of these kids. I mean, the only way he described them was rambunctious. Bitch, please, that's all he could say about them. He couldn't say anything. Even ABC 123 was talking about she knows her ABCs. She does this. We teach her this. We do this and this. Oh, these pieces of shit, they didn't even have the luxury of a performance. They didn't even have the luxury of a performance. Such bullshit, dude. Like these two, and then they just vanished. Oh, no, I take that back. They were seen, a month, maybe 2 months after. It's in the playlist. They were at a sex shop. Yeah, man. These two have always looked beyond suspicious.
Darkness fell, Trezell told reporters he realized he needed help. The West called police within hours. Dozens of officers and volunteers were searching that neighborhood, scouring the desert, and repeating the question that has become a mantra in California City and far beyond. Where are the boys? That question tonight still remains unanswered, but Trezell West has been indicted on 2 counts of second-degree murder.
Just the worst possible ending.
Sorry, y'all. I had to go take care of something. Okay, let's see. They are gorgeous. And that, so early on, that was something else that was said, like, why don't they have good pictures? And there is biological mother and father. They're not together. Ryan Dean is the mother. Pettis is the dad. I can't remember his first name. Chris Thorns, if I'm not mistaken, talked to the dad, but I could be wrong. But let me show you these other videos. And I can't remember her channel name. I know she goes by Roro. Oops, I hit the wrong button. But like I said, but she's connected to the mother side of the family. But it's just sad, like not for nothing. There's been people on the ground since day one. I wish their faces were hold on. Yes, me too. That's something else too. Good point. Who said that? Let me see. I can only see part of the comment. Let me see. Liberty. No, wait a minute. Who said that? Yeah, TT says that she wishes she could see. Well, they wish they could see their faces during the interview. That's something else about the interview. It was right when COVID hit. Well, I guess COVID had been going on, and it's in California. So, they had masks on, and that's what they were saying a lot. Like they hadn't been in the house, or they had been in the house because COVID, this, that, and other. So, I mean, it was pretty easy for them to conceal anything, truthfully, because of COVID, because people were staying home, because school was virtual. So, not that they were in school, but y'all know what I mean. Like, and let me just, I mean, they had 6 adopted kids, man. 6. 6. No check-ins, no follow-ups. We just shitted your little money, and you just take these kids. No, you got to check on people, man. Like, what the hell? All right, let's read. Well, let's look at these pictures real quick. Let me get out of some of this stuff. I appreciate y'all joining with me today. Let me trying to exit out all this so y'all can see this baby. Let me make sure I'm not muted. Okay, good. All right, let's see. This is just sad. Like, literally, this is the only pictures. Let's see. There's Roro right there. This might be mom. I could be wrong. No, I don't think that is Ryan Dean. But I know that's Roro. And I'm not sure. I don't want to say incorrectly, but I definitely know that's Roro. And she has been a driving force, man. Duty Ron. I mean, there's so many people. There's so many people. And there was a few crazy ones that came, and but listen, like with everything else, when you get attached, especially when your boots on the ground, I can only imagine how much your emotions. I mean, it's similar, how Summer was, some of the, content creators are kind of like, imploding on each other. Well, a lot of it is because they're invested, and yeah, probably some of it's clicks and views, but some of it's not. Some of it really is people are just, emotions are always going to run high where kids are concerned. When personal life, not personal life. I'm carrying on too long. I have missed y'all. The adoptive parents of 2 missing California City boys were in custody Tuesday night, charged with second-degree murder and their deaths. Bakersfield police confirmed to the Californian. Trezell and Jacqueline West are charged with 2 felony counts of second-degree murder, 2 felony counts of willful cruelty to a child, and 1 misdemeanor count of false reporting of an emergency. All right, let's see. The Wests are being held with no bond. Let's see. Brothers Orrin 4, Orson 3 were reported missing outside their adopted home December 2020. At the time, Trezell West said that he had gone looking for firewood, according to previous reporting by the Californian. He said I cannot talk. Y'all please just bear with me. I swear I'm trying to get over this sickness. Jacqueline West was inside the house wrapping Christmas. We're such a wholesome family. No, we like money and we don't care. We'll put kids in harm's way. He's rumored to be very temperamental. You can tell, but you watch that interview, you're like, he looks timid, like he's got little man syndrome, try to control everything or whatever. And they're both, I mean, they're equal. They're both. I'm telling you, they're like this, 2 peas in a pod. To the very end, these pieces of shit, and it's from the awkward interview to the sex shop to in the rolling meth lab. They were like this. They were like this together. They've been together since high school. So I don't know that they're going to be rolling on each other anytime soon. That's just me. But the further she gets away from him, that control will relinquish a bit. So California City Chief John Walker said in a press conference, December 28th, the suspected foul play, and he did say that. And yeah, there's a whole nother story to him too. He used to be an actor, all kind of stuff. I mean, right down to an underground, what is it, like weed culture in that part, and that, and it's a good old boy system, and it's hush hush, and the law's crooked. I mean, anything you can think of was thrown at this case. Anything. I know there was one YouTuber, she was like, no, I'm not getting involved in this. Yeah, man. I mean, it is some crazy shit for a minute. In March 2021, Bakersfield PD became the lead investigators, which we talked about that. They partnered with FBI and Kern County District Attorney's Office and the National Center for Missing Exploited Children. Okay, what else? All right, let's see. Let me get back over here to y'all. I do have another article. Let me read the comments a bit. Serenity's mother asked for bond today. Good. I'm glad she was denied. I'm glad. Let me see. I love mushy brain beaver. I am very mushy brain, man. I really am. I'm sorry for all the sniffling and let's see. The state takes kids from non-abusive parents. Dude, I mean, it's hey Cece, hey baby. Hello everybody. You've been MIA for a while. You sent the info to Boomer last night. Oh, I did get it. I haven't responded to anybody. And yeah, thank you for everybody reaching out, either because I'm sick or you're sending me stories. I appreciate it. And I think it was Jen Lou. She sent me this. She was the first one. She's like, just in case you haven't heard. I was like, hell yeah, no, I hadn't heard. And then it was starting to break. What's up, Kathy 117? Hey baby. Oh, and I'm glad you're back, CC. Let me see. Did the babies get taken away from the bio parent? They did. And listen, there's a whole nother story behind the way they got taken. And I'm going to be real honest. I feel Ryan Dean got a bum deal in this. And from my understanding, she complied in the fashion she was supposed to comply. And I know some people be like, you're wrong. She didn't do nothing. This, that, and other. Well, listen, no, maybe you're wrong. Sometimes the CPS is fucked up. We all know this, right? Let's face it. These people didn't just go snatch these kids. They were given these children. Somebody gave these people these babies, right? Okay. But if the mom has allowed it enough time, from my understanding, there's nothing saying that she signed anything away from these kids. I've never seen any, and please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not above reproach at all. If I never seen anything that said she signed her rights over to these kids, which means she's entitled to them kids to a degree, whatever degree is determined. I'm going to keep reading. Let's see. 2022 is the year of justice. That's right, Sleuth Mom. Give us hope. Many cases, a lot of us weren't sure. Yeah, I'm telling you. This right here, this gives me hope for summer. Everybody's like, it's been so long. It really hasn't. It really hasn't. Look at Xavier. 7 months. It was 7 months for him. And we still do not have justice for him. So we did find we sorry for the coughing and the grossness. Okay, let's see. You're hoping for me. You may get one. I don't know, man. I'm so resigned to all this shit. No, I probably can't do a mushy rant. I'll kill over. Is that the rant y'all want me to kill over? I'm glad she was denied bond, Kayra. That's good. She's 7 months pregnant. Does not surprise me at all. That, I'm telling you, I feel like Serenity's case is going to shape out a lot like Evelyn's. Yes, please keep our prayers with Ukraine. They're being fucking railroaded right now. What's up, Jack? Hey, baby. Oh, let's see. Jacqueline's charge is saying yes, absolutely. Okay, I'm just trying to get caught up. You don't remember they have 4 other children. Yes, the 4 other children were gone. The minute these babies were gone, they took the other ones, which, again, they don't normally do that. So, like with Summer, they waited a little bit. They found reason to take them kids away. But a lot, I mean, you don't just have your missing kid. Your kids go missing, then they take the kids. There's normally always a reason, especially if it wasn't the parents' fault. I wonder if Ryan will sue. She should sue. Everybody in that family should sue the city. They should sue CPS, the adoption agency. Everybody's getting sued. You're getting sued. You're getting sued. You're getting sued. No, it will not bring back the babies. But you know what? Maybe, just maybe, you'll think before you just put off these precious jewels in the hands of fucking monsters. It seemed like it was even like some strings pulled. One of them had something in their record that was off. I can't remember. Yeah, they definitely need accountability. Look and listen. I don't want to hear this shit. Okay, we're gonna bring up charges. The kid with CPS. Here's where bullshit happens right here. We're gonna do this, right? And then everybody's like, yeah. And then quietly behind closed doors, guess what? Charges dismissed. Look at Gabriel Fernandez. Everybody was so excited they were going to bring up them CPS workers, 5 of them, CPS workers, after a whole year. And everybody's like, okay, the parents are in jail. Justice for Gabriel. Well, guess what? It wasn't just the parents that fell, Gabriel. Yeah, they are ultimately responsible, but they are not the only ones. And behind closed doors, like a thief in the night, the charges were dropped. And them CPS workers, they didn't, yeah, they probably went through trauma. They probably had to pay court fines, things like that. But the charges were dropped. So guess what? Next time they get tapped out, that means nobody's going to fix anything in that system. This is also California, right? So, all right, let's see. To responsibility CPS workers. I agree. The Wilson's Dallas. Hey, welcome, baby. It will put light on the subject for her to sue 100%. And welcome to the stream. 100%. 100%. What's up? Can everybody say hello to Dave Burke in the stream? He's a troll, but don't block him, okay? He's just a real life troll in my life, but don't block him, okay? You need to write up a post on CPS failures. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, do whatever you need to do. Let me scroll back up. Let me see. Pray they give up and tell us where they are. Yeah. But the minute they do tell us where they are, guess what? That means that the remains are going to be tested, right? I mean, let's see. Things will never change. They aren't going to be held. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, a lot of times there's just so much brokenness. It's kind of hard to go back. CPS was 100% responsible for Gabriel. Listen, I love you too, Dave. CPS was 100% responsible. I'm telling you, even in Gabrielle's case, I don't fault the teacher at all, but I have often said to myself, I think if I was in that, I think if I was in that situation, I would have taken him. I would have put him in my car and I'd have taken him right to the police station. But guess what? The police were involved too. The police were notified about the abuse. They did dick all. You know what I mean? Yeah, let me go on. I'm carrying on way too long. Let's see. AV Watchman said last night that there were going to be more arrests coming. Well, they're very well. I'm telling you. Wanda may have bit off more than she can chew. And maybe they thought they had, a foolproof plan to where, they could get away with this. But like I said, off the rip, his family, Trezell, Wanda, all of them, 100K, bam, instantly. I always thought, God, that's kind of weird. But they have money to throw at the situation. So guess what? They're going to have money to collect on these fake emergency charge that they got. Yeah. Okay, let me go to this one. So many snakes in the grass, Let's see. And to what degree does the brother know anything? He came out with this little, pompous ass statement too. I mean, and I'm not saying the extra families involved. I'm saying they did an awful lot of damn defending when these assholes are guilty. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, they've been convicted. Let me say that. Or being charged.
Stir. It's a new way to watch TV for free. It's live local news. What?
All right, hold on. Let's see.
Let's stir. Free
This
TV.
is probably just going to be
anytime,
more of the
anywhere.
same, but I'm just trying to give you all what I
Is breaking news.
And that breaking news tonight surrounding the disappearance of the two missing California City
What up,
brothers.
Hunter?
Both of their adoptive parents are in a Kern County jail tonight facing murder charges. Thanks for joining us this evening. I'm Rochelle Murcia.
And I'm Dave Gonzalez. That news comes as
Tanner,
a shock to many
Hunter.
tonight, and it comes more than a year since the two boys were last seen in the backyard of their California City home.
Their disappearance making national headlines and an urgent plea to bring them
Yes,
back home.
Wanda did.
Eyewitness News reporter David Kaplan
What
has
up,
been following the story
Chicago?
since
This is
the
great
beginning
news,
and is
girl.
live tonight in downtown Bakersfield with what we know now. David?
I'm at the Kern County Jail where the adoptive parents of Orrin and Orson West were booked just a few hours ago. Trezell and Jacqueline West were both charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder, 2 counts of willful cruelty to child, and 1 count of false report emergency. 35-year-old Trezell and 32-year-old Jacqueline were each booked into the Kern County Jail tonight after 8. It's unknown right now what led to these charges. We are still waiting on a comment by the Bakersfield Police. We've reached out to BPD but have not yet heard back. 4-year-old Orrin and 3-year-old Orson were reported missing by the West parents from their home in California City on December 21st, 2020. It's not known right now where the adoptive parents were arrested.
Thank you,
A post
Chicago. You let me know
circulating
when
on
you put
social
up more
media showed a
content, honey.
picture
We'll definitely
of an
come
RV
support.
that the suspects were reportedly using. Eyewitness News did not confirm the West parents were in that RV or that they were taken into custody from that RV, but we did hear reports of the RV at Highway 43 and Highway 58. We went to that spot and saw a tow truck taking the RV away. You can see
Well,
that
good.
in
I don't
this
have to
video.
steal nobody's
The RV
content.
had
Hold
the
on, let me
same
pause
license
it.
plate number as the RV in the post.
So yeah, guys, this is what they got. I haven't watched this hold on. Sorry for the hacking. Yeah, this is what they was in, trying to really get away. From the awkward interview to the sex shop to this. Now in the Kern County Jail. God is good. You know what I'm saying? These babies did not deserve. I'll say it about these babies too. They were too good for this evil earth. They were too good for that family. What is this? This is great news. Try not to be seen. Yeah, I know. This is great news, man. It's bittersweet news. Chicago, I was saying earlier that, I don't know if you heard, but there was a lot of people that felt like maybe that they were trafficked because, the way that Trezell would talk about trafficking and organ harvesting, things like that. Like, he would talk about a lot of conspiracy stuff. That happens. I'm just saying, like, he would talk about it from a conspiratorial stance. The sex shop, girl, go look in the playlist. We covered that shit over here. These idiots were, no shame at all. Our kids are missing, but we still got to get ours. But anyways, I digress. But it's bittersweet because now it robs out hope. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people felt like that they were probably, sold, trafficked to another family. Not necessarily for nefarious reasons, but just for money. So I know. So now, like, this is final. This is a second-degree murder charge. This is willful cruelty to children, and they're saying that they falsely filed an emergency report. Right? That's a charge. So guess what else that means? That means that they were never missing. So in my mind, to me, that says they were probably gone a lot longer. Let me go ahead. Let me see. Somebody came in. I missed that. So let me see. What's up, Jasta? I have been checking on the status of these babies since they first went missing. I just got here. They were murdered. Okay. Yeah, Jasta, they have Jacqueline and Trezell both have been charged. The adoptive parents have been charged. Second-degree murder, willful cruelty to a child, and they both have the misdemeanor charge of falsely reporting an emergency. So yes, nobody that I'm aware of just yet. I don't know about any of that. But yeah, let's see. All right, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. I think they beat him up in the vehicle. Yeah, well, I was hearing a lot about there was blood. I know initially they thought like maybe he did something to himself. So was the RV, did it have blood? Oh, happy birthday to Tina's client. Yay, that's a long good life. Hey, Carrie. Wow, someone had to tell or talk. Yeah, something happened. Something definitely happened, and they definitely feel like they have enough for a murder charge. So, but I don't know, was the RV in bad shape or something? Because I was hearing rumblings that there was blood everywhere, like it was a crime scene. But I don't know. I didn't see anything for certain, but maybe y'all could tell me in the comments. All right, let me get back and play this. I'm gonna rewind it. Just let me see.
We spoke to Rosanna Wills. Eyewitness News did not confirm the West parents. It's unknown right now what led to these charges. We are still waiting on a comment by the Bakersfield police. We've reached out to BPD but have not yet heard back. 4-year-old Orrin and 3-year-old Orson were reported missing by the West parents from their home in California City on December 21st, 2020. It's not known right now where the adoptive parents were arrested. A post circulating on social media showed a picture of an RV that the suspects were reportedly using. Eyewitness News did not confirm the West parents were in that RV or that they were taken into custody from that RV, but we did hear reports of the RV at Highway 43 and Highway 58. We went to that spot and saw a tow truck taking the RV away. You can see that in this video. The RV had the same license plate number as the RV in the post. We spoke to Rosanna Wills, a cousin to Orson, about her emotions when first hearing the news.
Anger, sadness, confused. Why, why would you hurt two babies? Like, it don't make no sense. And, it's a lot of emotions going on right now. It's like, where are the boys? Like, what did you guys do with them? Man. That's the question. And when did you guys really hurt these babies before you reported them missing?
Both Trezell and Jacqueline are scheduled in court Thursday at 8 a.m. Stay with Eyewitness News for continual coverage on the story.
It's not today. They're in court.
Downtown Bakersfield, David Kaplan, Eyewitness News.
So I apologize. I said that earlier in the stream that they went to court today.
Sue Brown had just about sleep in her cave, but when we realized she was battling sensitive skin.
Okay. Let's see. Oh my. Hold on. No. Cancel. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So yeah, it's tomorrow when they go to court, which is good. It's the 3rd. For some reason, I was thinking tomorrow was the 3rd. I mean, today was the 3rd. I'm unmuted now. Okay. Let me see. What else do I got? Oh, I lost train of thought. This is crazy. Nobody has seen anything. Wow. Yeah. Well, I mean, and it's weird. Like, everybody in that little area had Ring cameras. They moved off the grid on purpose. It's been long speculated that, at first they said that nobody had come out and seen the kid, had seen no kids there. And then they seen some kids there. But, when they moved out to California City, he wanted to be off the grid, away from everybody, away from this, away from that. So, and that's what he did. But people have long speculated that them kids never, at least for Classic and Sincere, Orrin and Orson, that they never even made it to California City. And like I said, City-O, that's not even a word, California City. But, what was I going to say? Oh, and in that video, it shows 4 kids. 4 kids getting in that van. It does not show 6 at all. Nobody's holding them. It's nothing like that. So, several days before they were reported missing, them damn kids did not get in the van. They did not. There was only 4 kids. And they didn't come back at all. They were with grandma. It's a crock of, poop. Let me see. I guess maybe, yeah. I think that's it. I do want to, okay, let's do this. Let me see. Was it ever confirmed that no, the dog named Chalk, that was, I think that was just, people spinning their wheels, truthfully. But, and, I don't know. But no, the dog's name was not Chalk from my understanding. Let's see. I can't believe they're able to change the name so quickly. Yeah. I mean, how long had Ryan Dean not had them? Like, I feel like she got railroaded. That's what I was going to say. Look at Sam Olsen. Like the mom was trying, I don't know. But there was another case. Riri Carter. I know I spoke with the mother off of here. She was supposed to come on the channel at some point, but she never did. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that video. Yeah, I'm telling you, it was over with. That video for me, seeing only 4 kids get in the car, that was it for me. That was it. Okay. Let me see. I hope that's the case. What's Sleuth Mom say? Let me see. Hey, Carrie. Was CPS planning a visit? I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt they cared at all, AP, honestly. Yeah, I didn't see. So, press conferences at 10 a.m. Okay. So, what, in about 10 minutes? Let me see. What channel? Or what streaming? Let me look. Let me see. Let me try to pull it up. And in the meantime, if y'all wanted to, we can, just whatever y'all want to do. I probably got about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. I wasn't going to be on here super long. Like I said, I have a babysitting gig, but they're sleepy time right now. They take their little babies. so they're taking naps. What am I doing? Yeah, I still got mush brain. I don't know if y'all are going to get a rant today. I'm a little, I don't really have an energy for a rant. I appreciate y'all liking the crazy side of me, though. That says a lot. Let me see. Rolled a small community. Okay. 19 minutes ago. Trying to just see. Let me see. Oh, I did not mean to do that. All right, let's see. Hold on, y'all. I can't see the chat. Give me a second. Well, here's this interview real quick if y'all wanted to see that. That did pop up. Hold on, let me share my screen. Here we go. Sleuth Mom, older siblings talk, maybe. Missing Boys press conference, 10 a.m. stream. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, let me show y'all. We got what? 10 minutes? Well, let's look at this real quick. We don't have to, but some of y'all aren't familiar with this case at all. So, I'm just going to show y'all. This is the first interview they did. We probably not going to watch all of it. I bet them people now are like, I wish I'd have whooped her ass right there when we was in front of him, because the baby's family, biological family, was out here at this interview that the family did. Okay, hold on, let me see.
Open up that gate. I'm throwing wood, bringing it inside the house. My wife's inside. She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea.
This was incredibly telling, as for the first time since the kids went missing, they're telling us exactly what happened from their perspective. Now, it's also important to mention that the community here, a lot of neighbors told me that the parents have been virtually absent from all search efforts, raising a lot of concern out here in California City. But the adoptive parents told me that's because they've been busy with the police investigation, and that police told them that they don't need to be out there searching because there's already an adequate amount of people doing so.
I came in the house. I saw them there. One house. I came back out. I didn't see them now.
Trezell West details the moments his two adopted boys, 3-year-old Orson and 4-year-old Orrin, went missing Monday night from their California City home. Moments before, West says he was gathering wood to start a fire.
I opened up the back gate. I'm throwing wood, bringing it inside the house. My wife's inside. She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea that our youngest two go outside and play with chalk on the back patio.
Shortly after, West says he no longer saw the boys on the patio. He asked his wife, Jacqueline, if she saw them. She said no. That's when he says panic set in.
I realized that I left the gate open, and I panicked, came inside the house, and my wife. Once that didn't pan out, I got in the van. I looked down the street, both directions. It was getting dark.
West said he then called the police within minutes. Since then, California City Police, the FBI, and the Kern County Sheriff's Office have been investigating. Police searched the couple's home Tuesday night, then interviewed the couple at police headquarters. Meantime, multiple search efforts were launched, which continued Wednesday, including with the help of the boys' biological mother, Ryan Dean. She says she's worked hard to get her life on track and wanted to get custody of her boys back eventually, but now she thinks that will never happen and is blaming the adoptive parents.
They did something. I feel like they did something and they know something. They did something, and I feel my kids is somewhere around here. I can feel it, and I feel like they're in the house, and I feel like they did something.
Trezell and Jacqueline say they understand the frustration.
She thinks you guys did something.
And that's understandable.
That's understandable.
That's understandable. I would think the same thing.
Yep.
I mean, that's exactly the point. And if we can find our babies, then guess
He's
what?
trying to outthink logic or
And that's
something.
all I want,
Sit down,
to find
baby
our
killer.
babies. Sit.
Some residents and family members of the boys would also get involved during the interview.
Y'all was supposed to take care of my nephew.
But the Wests are standing firm.
I bet they're like, we should have whooped our ass right there.
It's difficult. I mean, everybody's making
It's very difficult to be a baby killer. It's a very hard life I've chosen for myself.
They don't know anything. We're not sure like everything. We're not sure. We said what we knew.
Are we supposed to know where our own children is at?
And now back out here live, I should say that the tension in this community is just raising by the minute. Right now, it seems like there's some kind of makeshift memorial candles and balloons here on the east side of me, as if something they know has already happened to these kids. Now, I should also mention that the California City Police and various agencies were back out here on the scene again today, and their focus was on that backyard area where the parents said that's where their kids were last seen. Some of the witnesses out here, some of the neighbors told me that a couple hours after our interview with the parents, they saw them leave with authorities again.
It's sad what this neighborhood went through, man. I mean, it's very sad. I'm going to try to see. Let me turn my camera back on. I'm going to try to see. Let me see. Yeah, it wouldn't have happened. I mean, and they should have been checking in with these kids. If they come out and say that these babies have been really gone a whole lot longer than that, I'm telling you, I hope everybody, I hope it's a collective effort that I will totally be a part of. I will use my voice, whatever. This should never happen. Why in the actual two people with neither one of them even had a job? He made beats, for fuck's sake, okay? He made beats he would sell online. Like 6 kids these motherfuckers had. 6 children that were not theirs. Okay, yeah. All right, let me see. KG. Okay, let me go look. Let me try to find this. Let me see. I don't even know what time that is for me. I'm Central Time. KGRT. Yeah, that's it. All right. I'm pulling it up. Let me share my screen. Well, let's see. There we go. I'm going to share my screen. Hold on. Yeah, they got it big on their screen. How are you providing for the... Exactly. From the damn state. The state just hand you money. I think I may be wrong, but at the time we figured it up. I think in California, it's like $1,000 a child. Adopted child. I think we, it seems like, I don't know, for some reason, I don't know. Somebody lives out there, but they were saying that is, ideally. Hold on. Let me go back. I didn't see that comment. 2 of the boys were their kids. I did not know. From my understanding, none of them kids were theirs. So 2 of the children were theirs. 2 of the kids were theirs, but still 4 monthly checks. Okay. Yeah. All right. So 2 of the kids were theirs, but even still, yeah. Who gives you 4 damn kids that are not y'all's? Like, what the hell? Oh, 3 minutes till noon here. Okay. Well, let me get back over here and at least let's look at because they got them. Where are the boys? Let's see. Okay, this is from an hour ago. DL's press conference. Okay, here we go. 10 a.m. Well, hell, let me just do this. Hold on. I don't know what that is for me. I'm not savvy like that. Just give me a second, y'all. Just kind of on the fly right here. Let me see. Let's see. So, 10 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Eastern is. Uh-oh. Hold on. I don't know where all that noise is coming from. Hold on. What the? Oh, God, that's annoying. I don't even know where it's coming from. All right. Well, that don't make no sense. It says... Well, that can't be right. Is it for tomorrow? Let me get back to the... Let me read. Here. District Attorney Cynthia Zimmerman has scheduled a press conference at 10 a.m. to discuss the arrest. All right. Giselle and Jacqueline West are indicted Tuesday. Second degree murder. We'll carry 17 News will carry the live press conference. Okay. All right. Let me hop back over here to y'all. Okay. Bye, AP. Bye, baby. All right. Let me see. Hey, Yvonne. Hey. Good to see you, baby. I'm an hour behind you. Yeah. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock here. It's 11 a.m. here. So I don't, it says it's 9 a.m. here, but that can't possibly be right. So let me see. In an hour. Okay. So that's what we'll do then. We'll go ahead and all right. Yeah, we probably won't be here for an hour, but what I will do is I might just do an isolated video. Do y'all want to go over? Well, I tell you what, let's do this. And then if y'all want to, we can go over the interview that Candace did. Hey, Tammy. Welcome, baby. It's 12 here. Okay, yeah. I just figured. Thank y'all for my brain. Like I said, I got the sick mush brain. Let's look at this one though. This is another case. This is awful. We will be following this one. I don't know what the hell is wrong with people, man. Some of y'all have probably heard of this. I was just looking into it last night.
Too soon and in a terrible way. The killing of a 4-year-old boy is taking center stage tonight. Good evening and thanks for joining us here at 6. I'm Denise Valdez.
And I'm Brian Loftus, the family of the 4-year-old boy telling 8 News Now. His name is Mason Dominguez. Police tell us the boy's body was found in a freezer yesterday inside a home near the intersection of Lamb Boulevard and Cary Avenue. Now, this is the man accused of that crime, Brandon Tosland. He was in court earlier on today. He is facing open murder charges in this case. The victim is one of his girlfriend's children. And there's a lot more to get to here. We do have team coverage tonight with details you will only see right here on 8 News Now.
First, we're going to send it over to David Charnes. He has the latest on the investigation. David?
Right, you laughing at me?
Where detectives say this 4-year-old's body was found is dark tonight. There is a truck parked out front. Investigators tell me in that truck, they found sand and debris from this home's backyard. Now, more on that in a moment. First, here's what we know about the investigation into this child's murder. Found in a freezer in a trash bag. That's how investigators say they discovered 4-year-old Mason Dominguez's body inside this Northeast Valley home.
We obviously have a report from law enforcement.
35-year-old Brandon Tosland accused of killing the boy and concealing his body for at least 2 months.
Evil.
He looked down as prosecutors read aloud the details of his girlfriend's son's death.
The 4-year-old victim.
Oh, it gets worse. They about to tell you where the girlfriend was.
Deceased.
Court documents say Tosland told the boy's mother that he had found Mason unconscious in December. They say the boy's body had visible injuries, but it's too soon to say just how he died. They say Tosland told his girlfriend Mason was sick and that she wasn't allowed to see the child.
We do know from our interviews that the suspect is alleged to have been physical with the victim and had spanked him excessively on more than one occasion.
On Tuesday, Mason's sister handed a note to a teacher saying she and her mother were being held against their will. Court documents alleging Tosland tied up Mason's mother
even handcuffing her when they drove in a car. That eventually led to the discovery Tuesday
Throw him
of
under the
Mason's body
fucking
in the
jail.
garage.
We observed a very large hole inside the backyard that appears to be that someone was digging a grave. That hole is at least 8 feet deep.
My colleague
Yeah,
Joe
he had
Moeller will have
bruises
more on
in the
that
picture.
part of this investigation in just a moment. Toseland is due in court again on Monday. In terms of how
Mason was sick and that she wasn't allowed to see the child.
We do know from our interviews that the suspect is alleged to have been physical with the victim and
Sleuth
had
mom, me too.
spanked
Like,
him
how
excessively
incredibly brave
on
that little
more
girl
than
had to
one
be in the
occasion.
mom.
On Tuesday, Mason's sister handed a note to a teacher saying she and her mother were being held against their will. Court documents alleging Toseland tied up Mason's mother, even handcuffing her when they drove in a car. That eventually led to the discovery Tuesday of Mason's body in the garage.
We observed a very large hole inside the backyard that appears to be that someone was digging a grave. That hole is at least 8 feet deep.
And my colleague Joe Moeller will have more on
He
that
was. I
part of
think
this
there was a grandma
investigation in
involved
just a
too.
moment. Toseland is due in court again on Monday. In terms of how Mason died, that remains a big question tonight, and one investigators don't have the answer to. They say that will take several days. Live near Carrion Land tonight, I'm David Charnes, live, local now.
David, thank you for that. Now let's get right over to Joe Moeller. He does continue our team coverage.
He has been talking to the family of the victim. And Joe, what do you know tonight?
Brian and Denise, we're on the sidewalk here on Lamb. On the other side of this wall right here is that
He
8
was.
foot deep
I
hole.
believe he was
And
going to
Metro
kill
Police
them
are now
all.
investigating as a possible grave. We have a look at it from a neighbor's home from the second story of that home. Meanwhile, the family of the victim's father are now reacting to what happened.
I agree, Tammy. This is a lot for a
It is a
kid.
chilling sight. From a neighbor's second story window, you can see this big hole. Police say they are investigating as a possible grave. Neighbors tell me it appeared a month and a half ago, basically overnight. As the investigation continues into the death of Mason Dominguez, his father's side of the family is left heartbroken.
He was the one that was going to carry on my brother's last name.
Mason's father, Elijah Dominguez, passed away from pneumonia in January of 2021. We spoke to Elijah's sister, Sharona Ruiz Villalobos, as she was traveling from California. She described her nephew Mason.
He was just so full of joy. Like, he was just, as soon as he was born, he was just like the light of all of our lives. It's just super unfortunate that he's gone.
A little over a month after Elijah died, she says Mason's mother, Dacia Maldonado, moved in with Toseland at this home.
I reached out multiple times via text to Dacia and email, just concerning the whereabouts of my niece and nephew.
She says the family knew Toseland before Elijah passed away, but never thought this could happen.
Why? I guess that's on everybody's mind is why.
Questions linger, especially about the possible grave. Ruiz
Like,
Villalobos
look at
says
that.
she wants to know
This
about
is-
what
hold
was
on.
happening inside this home and why little.
Like, did y'all see this? Let me make sure I'm not muted. Okay. Like, look at, oh my God, look at this little precious baby. Oh my God. You know, and it's crazy too, like with Olivia Jansen, a lot of these babies, you'll see them in all these regular pictures with bruises all over them. And guess what? Sometimes they're just natural organic bruises because kids get bruises. But you got to wonder, you know, were these kids just making it the best they can? But let me show y'all, this is insane. Look at this view. Like literally, there's a whole nother world. Well, hold on.
Questions linger, especially about the.
Like, look, there's a whole nother world. Like all of this house of horrors is happening. You know, it's right next door. Right next door. This is insane to me. You know, who is making money? This looks like a decent little place, right? I mean, look, there's a busy intersection. There's houses. It's overpopulated, like right next door. COVID has been awful for these babies in these abusive situations. And, you know, like I said, I just started looking into this one last night. I don't know a whole lot, but, I mean, like, it's right there. Like, look, this is insane to me. Like, this is literally your next door neighbor, like right there. You don't know, you know, it's crazy.
possible grave. Ruiz Villalobos says she wants to know about what was happening inside this home and why little Mason was missing for so long.
I don't think she's
Hey,
innocent.
Nancy.
How do you not know where your child is?
Now back out here live, she also tells me they set up a
I'm
GoFundMe
feeling a lot
to
better.
get
Thank you,
Mason buried
Nancy.
by his father. We have a link to that up on our website, 8newsnow.com. Reporting live, Joe Mulder live, local news.
And don't forget, there is help for anyone who might be experiencing domestic abuse. Local
These links are so important. I think this one is local to the area. Let me hit play.
nonprofit SafeNest offers a 24-hour confidential hotline that you can call, you can text. The phone number is on your screen at 702-646-4981.
All right, let me go back.
Mason's father, Elijah Dominguez.
All right, let me get back here to y'all. Oh, I'm feeling better. Thank you, Nancy. Yeah, the trampoline was tactfully placed there, right? I wonder how old the daughter was. I'm not sure. Like I said, I just started looking into this one last night. How did it say? It may have said, like, I'm not really my 100%. So this is one we're going to be following. Oh, so Trezell gave a fake name. I am so shocked. This is my shocked face. Hold on. Maybe y'all can't see me. I'm shocked. No. Really? Trezell gave false information? What? He spent all his time hiding, only could be once caught on camera in a sex shop. Now he's behind bars. I tell you what, I hope he has the best selling in the world. I hope him. And let me tell you something too. I hope Jacqueline. I hope she gets some justice, like Gabrielle Fernandez's mother got some justice. And some of y'all may not know, but she got beat up in the prison. I mean, the guards was in on it. They were watching for lookouts. She was like, a lot happened to Gabriel's mother. And, I would love to be this perfect Christian and says, well, that's terrible. You can't fight violence with violence. Fuck that. She deserved every punch, every kick, every hit, everything. Because what they did to that baby was, he had cat litter in his stomach, for crying out loud. No. No. I know, right? I'm almost there. Man, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to have a rant one day and just kill over. I bet y'all be like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have been encouraged the rant. She didn't seem like she could handle it very well. Bieber wasn't savage at all. She turns out her health wasn't even good. She just fell out. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I hope they get Jacqueline. Let me tell you something. Jacqueline don't look like she's about that life. Gabrielle, his mom looked like she could take an ass whipping. Jacqueline, on the other hand, no ma'am. Let's look at this whole bitch. Oh, let me share my screen. She does not. I'm telling you right now. Jacqueline, she's not taking too many ass whippings in jail. She's not doing it. Trezell, you look a little light in the pants as well. You look probably, I don't know, maybe 5'7", 110 pounds, sopping wet. I really hope they put you in Gin Pop. I really do. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't think y'all gonna fare too well. I think it's gonna get handed to you. I wish the adoptive family would have got, or the bio family could have got your ass then. Yeah. I mean, she could have had a full life ahead of her, but the robbing from the state and the baby killing, it's going to interfere with anything good that life is going to give to you. Because when you snuff out the life of little precious children that were too good for this world to begin with, you get every fucking thing coming to you. Everything coming to you. So did y'all want to look at the Summer Wells or no? It doesn't matter. Wasn't Trezell a Marine? I think he can handle himself in jail, but prisoners are tough. Yeah, he may have been. According to AV Watchman, she took beatings from Trezell often. Well, you know, she didn't speak up for, she don't have that instinct. Listen, he could whoop her ass all day long. It doesn't make you speechless, right? And, he may have been he seemed like a little punk ass dude. And he sits there the whole time like this. Like, who else did that? Oh, Chris Watts did that. The news video I sent shows the tracing him down the post office where he gave the news false name and then leaving in the RV right before getting pulled up. Really? Turling Bob Ross. That's a good one. Really? Did you send it to me or did you? Let me see. I don't know. My phone's not on right. Yeah, I don't. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have anything. Let's see. Females are gonna eat her up. Yeah. Well, and if she's taking an ass whipping, that doesn't mean that she's gonna be able to give one. Listen, I'm not in. She may roll. She very well may roll. Standing by is just as guilty if you know what happened. Exactly. And that's what I was going to say. Men and women, when they're created, whatever you believe, right? I think we can all understand, especially moms, right? If you're a mom, you have a nurturing in you, right? You have that in you. You didn't do nothing to protect these kids. You stood out there and said, it's understandable. It's understandable you think we did it. KGT. Let's see. I am on that channel. Let me, hold on. I had it pulled up. I don't anymore. I'll get it back pulled up. Let me see. Let me see what you're talking about. All right. Let me see. Family reveal relieved after hearing of murder charges. DO's press conference. How the grand jury indictment works 22 minutes ago. Let's see. All right. Let me see if this is it. I'm trying to scan through. All right. Okay, that's not the one. All right, I'm looking for it, Dallas. Hold on a second. Or Wilson, Dallas, whichever one you want to be called. All right. Yeah, I don't see that particular one. Let me see. This one was 22 minutes ago. Let's read this one. Let me go share my screen. Let's see. Bars of soap, lock it. Oh, hey, what movie is that from? Where they put the soap or the batteries? Hold on. Wish Brian Wayne was still there. He did great coverage. Yes, he did. Let's see. Where are the boys that weren't? Oh, okay. Well, that's a hell. Well, let me just show y'all what I have pulled up. Okay. Thank you, Wilson. Let me check. All right. Let's see. This one's from 22 minutes ago. Let's see. And ultimately, members of the grand jury. Okay. All right. Let me go back. All right. All right. Let's see. All on record show now both adoptive parents of missing California City boys both in charge of murder and in custody. Okay, Trezell, Jacqueline West were booked 8 p.m.
2 boys are missing.
Sheriff's records. They're due in court Thursday on charges including 2 counts. Okay, we know all that. Okay, they were reported missing California City Department.
I said I left the gate open.
It's a major mystery.
And I panicked.
People are hurting here. I do suspect foul play.
That's all I want is to find.
Okay, I'm just skimming through. Bring them home. We want them home. Okay, here, let's read this though. Let's
Good morning, and thanks for being with us. I'm Maddie Jansen alongside Chris Burton, who's in this morning for Alex. We begin with breaking and gut-wrenching news in the case of those two little California City boys reported missing more than 14 months ago.
Trezell and Jacqueline West, the adoptive parents of the two boys, have each been indicted for 2 counts of second-degree murder, 2 counts of child cruelty, and for filing a false report of an emergency. The charges are official confirmation of the worst fears of thousands of people who have been hoping and praying for Orson and Orrin West's safe return.
17th Christian Galeno has been following this.
2 boys are missing.
I realized that I left the gate open.
It's a major mystery.
And I panicked. People are hurting here.
I do suspect foul play.
Want is to find babies.
Bring them home. We want them home.
Good morning, and thanks for being with us. I'm Maddie Jansen alongside Chris Burton, who's in this morning for Alex. We begin with breaking and gut-wrenching news in the case of those 2 little California City boys reported missing more than 14 months ago.
Trezell and Jacqueline West, the adoptive parents of the 2 boys, have each been indicted for 2 counts of second-degree murder, 2 counts of child cruelty, and for filing a false report of an emergency. The charges are official confirmation of the worst fears of thousands of people who have been hoping and praying for Orson and Orrin West's safe return.
17th Christian Galeno has been following this case for months. He joins us live from the Bakersfield Police Department headquarters in downtown Bakersfield with the latest. Christian, good morning.
Maddie, good morning to you. And yeah, that's right. You know, it's actually sad to have to report this morning. The community has been praying and trying to keep hope alive for the safe return of Orrin and Orson West. But last night, things took a turn for the worse as Trezell and Jacqueline West were arrested and taken into custody. They are now behind bars and facing several charges, including second-degree murder.
Going down.
Biological cousin to the West brothers, Rosanna Wills, made her emotions clear just minutes after hearing news of the charges filed against 35-year-old adoptive father Trezell West.
And now the truth is out. You know what I mean? Now the truth is out, and it's just the beginning of a long journey of getting justice. But we will get justice and hold every last one of them accountable.
But to their surprise, the evening developed with Jacqueline and Trezell West now under custody and held without bail. Both are charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder, 2 counts of willful cruelty to a child, and falsely reporting an emergency. About the time the grand jury was returning its indictment Tuesday afternoon, 17 News tracked Trezell West to the tiny post office in the community of Edison, southeast of Bakersfield. In the nearby convenience store, West gave a false name to us, but said he knew the West family, and it was Trezell West. A customer overheard the conversation, and when West drove away in an RV, the customer followed him and snapped a cell phone picture. The customer posted the RV photo on a local Facebook page where it received dozens of comments and shares before it was removed. Hours later, that RV was recovered near Highway 58 and Enos Lane, about 17 miles west of Bakersfield. BPD has not confirmed if this was where Trezell and Jacqueline were arrested.
It's a lot for our family. We're losing our loved ones this year, and this is not good. We were looking for a different outcome, but now we got our answers, and it is a lot of weight off our shoulders because now we know who did it.
4-year-old Orrin and 3-year-old Orson were reportedly last seen December 21st, 2020, while playing outside of the home where they lived with adoptive parents Trezell and Jacqueline West. Multiple searches, hundreds of tips, and interviews have led to this moment where many have asked, where are the boys? Now, this morning, both Jacqueline and Trezell West are waking up behind bars at the Central Jail in downtown Bakersfield, where they are being held with no bail, and their first appearance is scheduled for tomorrow morning. For now, that's the latest live in downtown Bakersfield. Christian Galeno, 17 News.
Christian, thank you. Even after 14 months of intense public scrutiny, we know very little about Trezell and Jacqueline West. Public records tell us Trezell Philip West is 35 years old and Jacqueline Gabrielle Vasquez West is 32. Prior to last night, they had no local arrest records. In the last year and 2 months, there have been dozens of searches and scores of prayer vigils, but the Wests have never been seen attending. There have been 3 social media posts by the, quote, extended West family, but none by Trezell and Jacqueline. A yearbook confirms Trezell was a 2004 graduate of Bakersfield High School. Public records show he held a security guard license that permitted him to carry an exposed firearm from March 2013 to March 2015. The exposed firearm permit was canceled when his guard license expired in 2015. Immediately after Orrin and Orson went missing in 2020, authorities seized the other 4 boys living with the Wests. Since then, they've been in custody of the county, and the county's suing Trezell and Jacqueline for child support. The suit says they have a monthly gross income of about $2,000, but it doesn't name the source of that income. The murder indictments came in the second degree. According to California law, a second-degree murder charge alleges a killing that is intentional but not premeditated, or a killing caused by reckless disregard for human life. The act typically does not have any kind of premeditation and may only have been intended to cause harm rather than death. It's punishable by a prison term of 15 years to life. First-degree murder, on the other hand, is defined as the unlawful killing of a human being or fetus with malice aforethought.
Trezell and Jacqueline West were indicted by the Kern County grand jury. Little is known about those grand jury proceedings, but that's intentional. In high-profile cases, suspects can run, threaten witnesses, or put those around them in danger. In these situations, prosecutors turn to the grand jury. They meet in secret. Behind closed doors and tinted bus windows, they listen, investigate, deliberate. And ultimately, members of a grand jury have the power to bring an indictment, accusing someone of a crime.
It's a very good tool for the district attorney to go to in certain cases where they don't want to go public yet. They don't want to disclose who's under investigation.
The Kern County grand jury is made up of 19 volunteers from the community. It's rarely used. Most of the time, prosecutors file charges directly, leading to a public preliminary hearing. But a grand jury's proceedings, when they do happen, are private. Witnesses can testify without fear of retaliation, and prosecutors can avoid tipping a defendant ready to flee the county.
They don't do nothing but
If you're one being investigated, the grand jury doesn't have to even tell you you're being investigated. Sometimes it can be rather dangerous. If someone's under investigation, they can run away or hurt the witnesses.
Defense attorneys aren't present at grand jury proceedings. Their only information comes from the prosecution. That fact has led some to question the fairness of the process. There's an old saying, a grand jury would indict a ham sandwich.
It is one-sided because they tell the jury, what they want them to hear. Now, there is a prosecutor has a duty to present exculpatory evidence or evidence that would tend to show the person is innocent. Whether that always happens, we don't know.
But in Raimondo's 20 years practicing law in Bakersfield, he says all instances of the Kern grand jury he's privy to have been warranted.
We never find out what doesn't get indicted. It's almost like, so everything seems to get indicted, but there are times where I'm sure the grand jury says, no, there's not enough here. And then nobody ever learns about that.
Now, to be clear, police have not confirmed whether the boys' bodies have been found. The grand jury could not have returned murder indictments if there was not proof that the boys are dead, but that proof does not necessarily mean that the boys' remains have been found.
Meantime, 17 News obtained video showing the grand jury outside the California City home where Orrin and Orson were first reported missing. The video was captured by a neighbor's home surveillance camera back on February 9th. Members of the jury are seen scouring an empty field next to the home, accompanied by an official from the Kern County Sheriff's Office. The recording lasts for about 15 minutes, at which point the group is seen leaving the area.
Concerned citizens and individuals eager to do anything they can to help have pledged various rewards that total well over $125,000, but that has been an unorganized grassroots effort.
There are no consistent conditions on what's required to earn the rewards. There's also no indication on how long the reward offers are valid or even if those offering rewards are able to pay them. 17 News did confirm the California City Police Department is offering a $25,000.
Yeah, see them billboards? I'm telling you. And the food stamps. I don't know what channel it's going to be on. I'm going to try to find it. Yeah, and they were insurance, all that stuff should be lumped in there. But these billboards, I'm telling you right now, if you're a supporter of Judy Ron, what is that one channel? There was another lady. I want to think she was Latino. I cannot remember the name of her channel. Or even, she may not even be covering stuff anymore. I don't know. But I'm telling you, there are some angels right here on earth that made it their mission to keep these billboards up. He was never in the military. I don't know. For some reason, I was thinking that he might have briefly went, but he was put out. But I tell you, sometimes the cases, they run together for me. So, Kern County District Attorney Facebook page will be live streaming it. Thank you so much, Sleuth Mom. So, but yeah, there's some angels that have, I'm telling you, have been a driving force behind a lot of this. But those billboards, and they was up the whole time. Like I said, a lot of people really felt like they were still missing. LV United We Stand, LV United We Stand. Is that what she changed it to? Because I thought she called it something else. But so that was the channel that I was watching last night. Oh, okay, good. Which makes sense that it would be in my subscribers. Thank you very much. But yeah, I'll continue with the video. So what do y'all think about, I guess I can cut my camera back on. So yeah, no, I did a background check on it. Okay, Tammy. Okay. Yeah, I don't know either way. Like I said, sometimes I get conflated. But I thought the name of her channel was something else. But it's good. So that was the one. Press conference coverage. Yeah, channel 17, which it's in California, channel 17. I don't know what it would be, but it's on Facebook. Also, where did you say, Sleuth Mom? Let's see. Where did it go? Kern County District Attorney's Facebook page will be live streaming it. Okay. So, that's good. Bieber LB was the last night, too. She said it was the family member, Jacqueline, who talked. Really? Well, good. Well, you know that they tracked down this lady they thought was her mother. It really wasn't even her mother. So, I mean, people have been on it since day one, but you go by Duty Ron or anybody, I'm telling you, man, shout out to them because they did a phenomenal job. I mean, and it was handled perfectly, so I'm going to hit play now and mute myself.
Reward, but it's contingent on an arrest and conviction. No word yet on whether anyone will collect that reward.
A few weeks ago, 17 News received a tip that led to a weeks-long investigation. Court reporter Jason Katowski spent every morning and most afternoons at the courthouse, specifically Department 1, where we believed the grand jury case against the Wests would be heard. Katowski was in Superior Court yesterday afternoon as Deputy District Attorney Eric Smith escorted grand jurors into the courtroom of presiding Judge Colette Humphrey. Katowski was booted from that chamber after being told by a bailiff that the grand jury proceeding was secret. 3 hours later, Katowski found the charges listed on the court's website and broke this story.
And we've been following this case since the beginning. For full coverage of the California City boys, including exclusive interviews, breaking.
So yeah, that was the actual web page, or the I exited out of it, I think. But let's see, Turn to 23. They should probably also show, I think that's a local news story too. I got a few more minutes. Did y'all want to talk about the new interview with the Grandis or with Candace Hare or not? We don't have to. I can definitely post the links. Secrets don't make friends, tell us. Yeah, I know, right? Wait a minute, who she what? I have Candace was done with shocking. Wait, what's that? Who she what? I have Candace Wells and Don Wells shocking alerts. What does that mean? Something happened? Let me see. You haven't watched it? Okay. I do have it pulled up. Let me see. Oh, hey Brown's Mermaids. Hey baby. Where were the children when the boys go missing? Yeah. Well, it actually depends on when they actually went missing. I don't know. And they called a grand jury. Grand jury found, which doesn't surprise me, especially since the grand jury is made up of locals. It sure did. I know that beat so loud at her. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they did. Gabriel's mom. Oh yeah, she took a vicious beating in jail. Grandis makes me mad. Why haven't they spoke to police since December? I'm telling you, a part of me feels like with Ronnie Larson coming out yesterday and saying they're not cooperating. I feel like I don't like calling her Grandis because I know she doesn't like that, but Candy, grandmother. I think she knows that with Dawn being in jail, Candace is going to take all this not cooperating heat on her own back. And I think that's what she spoke out, But yeah, I agree. But then again, I haven't had a child missing for 10 years or to have a grandchild go missing. And nor have I grew up in the generational bondage that both sides of the family, Don's family and the Hare family. I'm telling you, generational bondage is just not enough of brokenness to go around. I don't know which one this is. I'm just going to pull up the first one that I went to. All right. So,
search for missing 6-year-old Summer Wells is now over.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation said Team Scale previously identified points of interest in Hawkins County. The agency says much of the area where Summer disappeared requires extra time to search thoroughly. They say it's extremely steep and dangerous. News Channel 11's Ansley Daniels spoke with Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Loss and the lead investigator.
Hogan, I'm inclined to believe
Ansley,
that
the
as
sheriff
well.
told you today that Summer's family now currently is not cooperating with law enforcement?
Can I just say that?
That's exactly right, Joe.
Listen, let me just say, how stunning is Ainsley Daniels? I've been following her since Evelyn Boswell. She's gone on a weight loss journey. She's recently lost her mother. And I want you to know that even through Evelyn Boswell, if I have had a question about something, or and Nick Burris is good too with Joe Clyde Daniels. He's in Nashville. But she still messaged me back. Like, I had a question when they come out, like with Evelyn or whatever. But I even know recently, I told when they did the 6-month mark in TV, I put out that statement. They did not mention the red truck. So I asked, hey, do you know if they are still looking for the red truck? They did not mention it in their statement. And she emailed me right back or whatever. But her mother, she was in the hospital with her parents since they had COVID. Her mother actually died. So lift her up in prayer. But even she's been on this little journey, too. And she looks stunning. Like she's done a lot of work on herself. Anyways, I don't know. I love Ainsley Daniels. I'm going to shut up now. But I'm fangirling over here, but
Josh and Sarah. He also told me that the family has attorneys. Now, he did tell me that he didn't want to speak any further on the matter, but I did have the chance to speak with Summer Wells' mother and grandmother at the home where she disappeared earlier today. And her grandmother told me that she wanted to address the sheriff's comments about them not cooperating, as well as whether or not they have an attorney. And this was the first time that we have spoken with her on camera since her granddaughter went missing.
Mr. Lawson stated that Candace and the whole family is lawyered up. I can't speak for Donnie, and I know Candace hasn't because she's told me she hasn't, and I have not.
Maybe the not cooperating is Dawn in jail. I don't know.
They know when I leave the state. They know when I'm here.
Summer Wells' grandmother, Candace Hare, says she hasn't spoken with law enforcement since December 13th.
They have not contacted me since the YouTubers were down here in the driveway. And we asked them about trespassing.
Summer's grandma was with her granddaughter all day on June 15th, the day she disappeared. She walked me through what they did that day and said she and Summer were repotting cactus plants outside of her camper. And then
Summer came in and had a piece of peppermint, which is her favorite. And then she went in. She said, Mama, I want to go play with the boys. Candy walked her back to the house. And she asked the boys to keep an eye on her. And that's the last time I seen her.
As the 9-month mark of when her granddaughter was reported missing approaches, she says the social media and online rumors have to stop.
If they want to help, that's great. But if they want to spread lies, that's a different story. Because that's all they're doing now is spreading lies. They're reaching and trying to figure out What lie can we spread now? And I'm tired of it.
Then listen, I'm just brainstorming. You know, I don't know anything. Dumb heck behind a computer. You know, I don't know anything. But, you know, if you know, God forbid they do know something, you know, her and Candace know something, it makes perfect sense for her to come out and speak. She has one daughter missing. Her granddaughter's missing. She knows the situation better than anybody, and she's got an older brain to, you know, intake the situation of her, you know, what's going on with Dawn and Candace, the kids, the whole dynamic. She knows it better than anybody. She's an overseer of it, right? So it makes perfect sense for her to come out. Don is not here to protect Candace from catching heat. He's not here to say, no, you can't do that. He's not here to say any damn thing. He is up there in jail, powerless. If he never had control before, it's now. He ain't running shit. Well, she didn't cry when she did the interview with her own daughter. And they know she's not involved in her own daughter's disappearance. At least, you know, that they've come out and said as much. They think something else happened. But it makes perfect sense. Can you get merch made like a shirt says dumb hip? Yes, I do need to do that. I need to start posting more videos on that channel. Anyways, but yeah, and make sure y'all go sub up to that channel too. I only got a few subs and it's 3 videos up there. Dumb hit behind a computer. It's in my community tab somewhere. But some people don't like to cry in front of people. Exactly. And yeah, and so from my understanding, yeah, I know, right? Good day. From my understanding, when I initially heard the story, was that they come home, they got the groceries. That's when they did the transplant of the cactus. But from the way she says it, thank you so much, Miranda. But the way she said it was, she came in, she took a nap, and then they did the cactuses. So, you know, I mean, to me, their timeline is still, there's a good, for me, what, hour and 45 minutes chunk missing, right? So if she took a nap, if everybody went to, you know, chilled and took naps or did whatever, I mean, so I don't know, but it's not shocking to me that she came out and talked now, because Candace is still her daughter. And either they have a secret together or they don't. I mean, either way, it's not shocking to me that she picked this time to talk. That, and I assume she would just rather, you know, she wouldn't piss on Don if he was on fire and he's not around. Like, I just think she stays in her own lane because she knows that, you know, she could jump real stupid with him. Well, he's not around to do all that. He's not around to say any damn thing, right? So here, let me go ahead and hit play.
Now, Summer's mother, Candace Bly, did not want to go on camera.
Exactly,
However, she
Swoop.
did write this statement for us on my notepad. You see it right there on your screen as well. It says, "I've never stopped talking to law enforcement. No, I have not lawyered up. I don't understand why this is being said. I can't speak for Dawn, and we are willing to do whatever to bring our daughter Summer home. Thanks for all the searchers." Now, she also did not want to address her new YouTube channel, Dr. Phil, or anything other than the comments by the sheriff made earlier today. However, she and her mother, Summer's grandmother,
Candace and I got up that morning. She came out and took me to into the ER because my leg was messing up on me, and we were afraid something was wrong with my knee. I have a knee replacement, and she was worried that there was something wrong with it. And she took me into the hospital, and I ended up getting a shot for it to get rid of the pain. And they prescribed me medication.
Are we good now, y'all?
To get the swelling down out of my knee and around my knee because it was inflamed. And then we waited around for my prescription. Summer went swimming that day at the horse stables, I believe it was. And then we come back, and I went in my camper, and after we brought my groceries in for me, and the boys helped with that, and
I know, right, Tammy?
And I laid down and went to sleep, and I got up and I was sitting in my doorway, and we come out, and Candace asked me what I was doing. I said, well, we got to transplant these little cactuses into bigger pots. And we did that, and then Summer come in and had a piece of peppermint, which is her favorite, and then she went in. She said, Mama, I want to go play with the boys. Candy walked her back to the house, and she asked the boys to keep an eye on her, and that's the last time I seen her.
Tell me when you first.
All right, so what do y'all think so far? So there's a nap, which, like I said, now there's a nap involved, right? Now there's some time from the time they got there. Everybody got the groceries, they did the laundry and all the shit. So, and then there was that little slight slip of the tongue, perhaps, maybe not. And I think a lot of times people latch on to stuff that Candace says or whatever, but she's not going to talk like a normal person because I don't feel like she's got the mentality of a normal person. I don't mean that ugly. I mean, it's a generational bondage. It's what I was raised around. It's the education level. It's all these things, right? To me, I agree, Chicago. To me, she seems truthful too. You know, like people have kind of painted her as this kind of like, like, you know, the keeper of all the secrets and the, you know, the puppet master, if you will. I don't see it. I don't see these people being sophisticated at all. But, I mean, honest to God, the one who runs around to me looking guilty, even though he wasn't there, is Dawn. But Dawn wasn't there. So that can't be, right? You know, we know that she was alive up until that day. So, I mean, these are not diabolical geniuses, but guess what? Neither were Trezell and Jacqueline. And 15 months later, fast forward, you know, so that's not to say there's not other stuff going on like this. Like, why would Ronnie Lawson come out and say that? But why would Ronnie Lawson say that there's no drug problem on Ben Hill Road? Not only do you have a drug problem on Ben Hill Road, you have a KKK problem on Ben Hill Road. You have a lot of shit going on Ben Hill Road and right in your county. And you are going up for election in May. I know you would love to just tuck this little case behind you, but it's not working like that, right? So again, more than anything, yeah, they do paint her like a monster. Yeah, they absolutely paint her like a monster. Guess what? If my kid was been missing for 10 years, now your granddaughter's missing, and it's looking, you know, it's like you walk into a maze and you're like, okay, I found the way out. And then you're like, wait, fuck, did I walk into another maze? That's the way this case feels to me. Like I walk away with more questions than I have answers. And you know, I was listening. Let me say this too. I don't know this channel. And I've been unsubbed to tons of YouTube channels. I have no clue why. Some of my favorites, All of Chasing Truth, Michelle Walks, Michelle After Dark, all of them unsubbed. I have no clue why. So a channel comes up in my feed and it was talking about Summer, and it was talking about Candace saying, you know, you fucked that girl in my house. This channel, I can't remember the name. I'm not even going to give him a shout out because what a piece of shit. I don't know how he's got 7,000 subs spewing straight bullshit, but he does. And he said, Dawn and Candace got into a fight over the phone, and Candace told Dawn, you fucked that girl in my house and I never said anything. I haven't treated you like that. This whole ass idiot had the nerve to twist his mouth and say, she was talking about Summer. Oh, really? She's just going to get on a YouTube live stream and say that Dawn said that. Who fucking talks like that? Okay. No, she was saying a girl. She calls every woman with a vagina a girl. Okay. She wasn't saying her actual child. Like, please, I just encourage y'all to just use your brain, use common sense that the good Lord has given you, or whatever you believe in, wherever your brain come from. Please acknowledge that we can utilize all these context clues, these things. We can, you know, a lot of times finding the truth is just sifting through the lies. But please be leery of, you know, news outlets, YouTubers, anybody that would just say something so far left. Come on, get the fuck real. Like, really? And she didn't even flinch. She just come right out and said that he was diddling Summer. They said it on the police phone and everything. Oh, Don was mad and he hung up on her because he knew they were on a recorded line. Please, if it sounds like, if it's too much of a whoa, and you didn't hear it on a regular news station, but you heard it on a YouTube channel, it's not true. Just saying.
Realized someone was missing. What was going through your mind? And what was it like here?
To be blunt, it was hell. I mean, and I apologize, I'm blunt. To be blunt, it was hell. She asked the boys to keep an eye on her, and that's the last time I seen her.
Tell me, when you first realized that someone was missing, what was going through your mind, and what was it like here?
To be blunt, it was hell. I mean, and I apologize, I'm blunt. As everybody knows, I have a missing daughter. She's been gone for 12 years. And all I could say is, oh God, not again. And I couldn't do nothing but cry. And we yelled for her, and we yelled for her, and yelled for her. And we could not find her. Candy was in hysterics.
She seems just like an old grandma, hardened by her situation, by her life.
We never did find her. She called 911, and she called Donnie, and
Liberty, you just can't fix stupid sometimes, man. These people are nuts out here.
Over by the edge there and watched them. And was praying to God every minute that nobody would take them. And there was no sign of her.
Do you believe that someone took Summer, or do you believe that she wandered off? What do you believe happened?
I believe somebody took her. I know people say it doesn't happen, but it does happen. It happens in small towns. It happens in big towns. It happens in the country. And I believe somebody took her.
There is one more video, but it's just, hey, Beaver, stupid notifications skip me again. Yeah, it does that, man. It does that sometimes. Hey, baby. Yeah, I don't know. And sometimes y'all make sure you're sub to your favorite channels and stuff, because like I said, it unsub me. I know who you are, honey. Welcome, Steph. I'm about to wrap it up here in a second. But yeah, we had a big break in the California City babies. But yeah, I mean, y'all make sure you sub up to your channels that y'all watch, because yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with YouTube. They're unsubbing the shit out of everybody. So you know what? I believe she sounded believable to me, I don't know. I just what do y'all think? I mean, y'all don't have to tell me, but could it be that Summer walked off on her own? I'm telling you, Liberty, more and more press conference in 9 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up that way y'all can watch it. I don't have enough time to stream it. I wish I did. But we can report back. I'm gonna try to do another live stream tomorrow. It'll probably be earlier because I've taken on a babysitting gig. Cracking Cases has some good videos on this case. Oh yeah, Cracking Cases has been great. Yeah, 100%. I agree. Chasing Truth has been good for unbiased. Which she doesn't come out and say, "Get your pitchforks, we're gonna." No, she doesn't do that, and we don't do that over here, and we like due process and everything else. Can I say shit looks sus? 100%. Yeah, shit looks sus. Do I think that they did something to their kid? I have not enough proof. And I think it's important that we don't make that leap unless we do at least have a little bit to go on, But broken bondage right before everybody's face is not evidence. To me, it's not evidence. Sleuth, I need to get up with you at some point behind the scenes. The mom and the boy gave me weird vibe. Let's see. Where the mom and that boy gave me. Yeah, I mean, the parents, they're off, dude. They're off. I mean, there ain't no way around it. They're definitely off. Check your. Oh, okay, hon. I would definitely do it. Hey, Sean, I'm about to wrap it up, honey, but I see you. I think Summer wandered off where their brothers was taken. From her brothers was taken. Yeah, and I that's what I was saying. I mean, there is a part of me that feels like she just wandered off. And then Candace says, "What if I'd have stayed out there with her?" I don't know. And in like some of the way that, like in the one of the first interviews, it's the first one with Don and Candace, and he's like, I told them boys to watch her. I'm always telling them to watch their sister. I'm all, and I remember that because it pissed me off. It's not their responsibility to watch your daughter. You're supposed to be watching all of them. They're all your children, right? But anyways, I don't know, man. I hope they get answers. I think it's shitty if they are cooperating and then Lawson comes out and says they're not cooperating. Buddy, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, why don't you just serve the family up on a fucking platter? You won't press charges against these dirtbags that came down there fucking harassing them. You don't do, like, come on. What are you doing? So if he come out and misspoke, or if that's not the way it is, that's fucked up. It's fucked up. You can't do that, Anyways, yes, that press conference is going to be starting soon. And I always see y'all. The mom was hanging with a kid, and they had Chicago. Yeah, her and Hunter's relationship. I agree. I do agree. I stuff does seem a little weird with that to me, but then again, she does seem to have a mentality of like a teenager too. So, but no, I my knee jerk response to that was, but Chicago, we look at these cases all the time. So, it's desensitized me to a degree, But as far as that, I'm like, I got my side eye. I'm gonna give you the side pink eye. I'm gonna look at you, my sick eye. But no, I agree. Anyways, I'm gonna hop off of here. I'm gonna try to come back tomorrow, but they're definitely gonna have court tomorrow, the 3rd. Whole piece of shit 1 and 2. Check collectors is what we'll call them. Now they're going to be conviction collectors. So I'm fucking here for it. Them babies were too good for this world. Too good for us, right? All right, guys. I love y'all big. Thank y'all for spending time with me today. I missed y'all so much. I'll see you soon. Be kind to yourself.